the alcohol, the level of alcohol now?
Yes, ma'am. It's called like virgin drinks. Like today, I'm gonna have a virgin pina colada because I stopped drinking. So
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm 67, so I'm on the edge of the baby boomers. On the edge meaning we're on our way out of this life. But anyway, do they not, Heartbreaker? Do they not do the punch bowl thing no more?
yeah, my
Where you
mama.
used to have the big punch bowl, and you put, and the drinks weren't, you didn't get drunk from that.
Well, my mama do something called hunch punch in the South. You probably heard about it in
What's
Memphis.
that?
Hunch punch is where
I
they.
heard about it, but I never knew what it was.
So hunch punch in the South is like a bunch of different like alcohol, mainly the cheaper
Uh-huh.
stuff, and then she put like
Uh-huh.
fruit, like pineapples, grapes, strawberries, all of that in there, and then they put like orange juice, pineapple juice, and I forgot any other juice. The ladies in here probably know what I'm talking about, but it's called, my mama call it hunch punch, but it gets you messed up. So I don't know which one it's not something yeah, it gets you pretty messed up, and they put it in this big
But
thing.
even if you enjoy that, you don't have to overdo on it. You don't
Yeah.
have to just overdo. Some people, why is it, Heartbreaker? You're with the younger generation. Why is it that sometimes they think that they're not having fun unless they get drunk?
Because if you're not having fun unless you get drunk, 9 times out of 10, that got something to do with you. That's something internal going on, right? If you need something to alter your feelings, because drinking alcohol is just drinking spirits. So when you need something to alter your emotions or how you're feeling, it's internal. It's something that you have to do, or it's something with the people around you. Maybe change your surroundings or something like that. So I think that's why they have to do it. That's why I was doing it.
And self-medicating.
And self-medicating.
Self-medicating.
Yeah.
Self-medicating some kind of pain. And for those who don't know what self-medicating is, you're trying to fix the pain. You're trying to drown it out. You're trying to make it go away. And you're using the wrong stuff to do it with.
Yeah.
I just think that on the 4th of July, every year on the 4th of July, I have a really, really big extended family. I have friends and associates. No.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Ballhead. Good morning, Odie's T. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can y'all grab one of those things off that list, please? Thank ya. We need that.
Something always happens somewhere. And that always grieves me.
And most of the time it results in being too intoxicated. And then I don't understand why they do all that, get nice clothes, buy fireworks, pay money to go out of town to do something that's going to cause you not to be able to remember it. Thank you, Katrina. That's going to, you know what I mean? You can't even remember the memories or nothing. You can't even enjoy it because you so under. It's okay to have a little buzz feel. Because Dr. Dutchess, I know you be putting some Baileys in your coffee in the morning.
No, sweetie, I don't.
You don't? Oh, because you be tearing them up.
I promise you, the only time I drink is around Christmas time when I will put champagne with eggnog.
You don't drink that communion wine?
The rest of the time I don't drink because I take blood pressure medication and stuff like that, and it will affect the medication.
Oh.
It would, and I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. Somebody like 4 months ago bought me some gummy things, and I thought they were real gummies, gummy things, and that they turned out to be, I think, marijuana gummies. But I only ate about 3 of them before I realized that something's wrong with these gummies.
Well, how was you feeling?
Well, they had me feeling dizzy and drunk.
Oh, now they not the gummy that ate you.
So I called her, and she said, "Well, I told you they were going to help you with your pain."
Oh, girl,
And
she
I
knew.
said, "Well, what are they?" And then she told me, and I said, "So are they like marijuana?" And she said, "What's that THC thing?"
Yep.
Yeah. And I told her, I said, "You know what? You could have got me in a lot of trouble. What if I was out there driving?"
I would have had to press charges on her.
Down in the house.
Yeah, I would have had to press charges on her. Don't give me nothing. I'm not 100%. You need to let me know. Don't tell me it's THC. Don't tell me it's for my back. Tell me it's drugs in this. She didn't know if you was volunteering somewhere to work somewhere or you had something coming up, anything, And them gummies, like, they have a really bad effect, and they could mess your head up too long term. So,
Well, I had to go to bed. Heartbreaker, I had to go to bed. I was dizzy. I couldn't stand up on my own 2 feet, and I had to go to bed and sleep it off. And she said, "But you didn't have no pain, did you?" I said to that heifer,
How could you have
I didn't think I was alive. And this supposed to be a friend. And she thought she was doing me a favor. And she said it didn't have no marijuana in it. It did.
Not so you ain't had no pain, did you? Girl, no, I was damn near out of here. That is scary.
It was scary. Now, what if I had gotten in my car and been driving down the street and suddenly that stuff hit me like that?
And guess what? If it had hit you and you would have had an accident, you would have went to jail for being under the influence too. And I ain't got no idea why.
And that's what I'm talking about, how easy we can get in trouble without even trying to get in trouble. And do you think the police would have cared if I would have said, well, I didn't know what I was doing?
They wouldn't have took it. Everybody don't know what they're doing. That's what they would have told you. Everybody we stopped don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. Honey, they wouldn't have cared. They'd put them handcuffs on me.
Yeah, she wrong, Auntie D, because
And either my son would have had to come get my tail out of jail or bring me some commissary money. One of the two.
And he would have been like, Mama, you high? Why are you so getting high?
Yeah. And the first thing they would have said was, Mama, you know better than to be taking stuff somebody give you. But that was my friend. I trusted her.
I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, we can get in trouble without trying to get in trouble. What advice do you have for people today, Heartbreaker?
Hold on, let me take a drink of water. I'm eating a burrito. My advice today.
It's sad, but I mean,
okay.
What do you do when your friends think they helping you and they give you something that ultimately hurts you? She was right. I didn't have no pain, but that was worse than pain.
But no, I still don't trust that.
I'm used to back pain. I wasn't used to being dizzy and acting like I was drunk.
Now she wrong for that.
Baby, she can't give me an aspirin going.
Girl, it might be a Percocet. So
no, she can't give me no Percocet. She can't give me nothing.
No, you would think it's an aspirin and it's a Percocet. Yeah, now you can't feel nothing. So my advice for people today to substitute drinking is find peace within. Find some peace within. That way you don't need anything to alter how you feel or manipulate your mind into feeling something that's just not you on a normal basis. I know alcohol sometimes relax you a little bit, loosen you up. Maybe do some meditation or something before going out. While you're out, do something that makes you happy. Just find some inner peace within yourself or whatnot and do it like that.
Well, since you're up here, let me ask you a question. Can you be happy by yourself, or do you need to be around other people?
I'm alone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. No friends, no family.
Really?
I'm alone. Only time I have any real interactions is when I get on here.
But you got friends on social media.
Yeah,
you got a devoted group of lady friends.
I do, but however, they're not in my life, in a very personal, physical kind of way. They're just either we tap in on the Discord. We have this little Discord group that we sit in there in the living room. I call it the living room. We sit in there in the living room on the it's like a panel like this, and we chop it up and we chat about our day and stuff. We relax in there, or when I'm on live, but for the most part, I'm alone all the time. So, yeah, absolutely. If it takes a crew of people to make you happy or whatever, then I don't know. That's something you worry from. Sometimes one thing I did see on a podcast recently is, I forgot how she articulated it, but something like the most uncomfortable thing you can do, but best thing you could do is sit with your issues, sit with yourself, sit with your problems, sit with it.
That's very hard to do.
Yeah, I remember when Cardi B talked about when she did it, and she said, I drank the entire year. I drank 300 days. Or she said she cried 300 days. I remember Megan Thee Stallion saying it, like, you have to really sit with, you have to face whatever, stop running from it. You just can't. So that's what I do. And it's torture. But I had to exclude the alcohol. So when I excluded the alcohol, you really sitting in it. Like, doing it sober is something different, you know. Drinking, that don't count, but yeah, just sitting.
What did that feel like? What did that feel like to you when you did that?
It's conflicting. It still is. It's conflicting, but it gets to a point where it's peace. You know what I mean? It feels peaceful. You don't want to have to rely on people. People are not guaranteed and they're not promised. And then what happens when they leave you for whatever reason? Now you back to square one. Now you're really a mess. I just try my best not to be dependent on anybody for anything. Especially being dependent on somebody for money, that's a different thing because that's something you could change. But when you are and having your whole life dependent on somebody to make you smile, to make you happy, validation, etc., that's some busy shit right there. And you constant letdowns, just gotta count on you. I don't know. Kind of rely on you.
You do know that people can't make us happy.
They can't. That's something.
Make us happy.
Yeah, that's on you.
They can contribute to the joy, but they can't make us happy.
Yep, and that's why you got to learn to do it yourself.
I mean, even for someone like myself who's been married 40-some years, I had to learn early on in the marriage that my husband could not make me happy.
Yep.
That my happiness was up to me. He could contribute to the joy. He could contribute to the happiness. But it was up to me whether or not I chose to be happy in my life. And I think that's why a lot of marriages don't work, because people start blaming the other person, the spouse, for what they cannot control.
Correct. They was talking about how handsome your husband was over there this morning in Brenda Live. I said, I'm over here drooling over this woman, man. Glock and Brenda and Siobhan drooling over this man. I ain't seen him, but they said he is a nice looking man. I said, well, Dr. Dutchess is a nice looking woman. I ain't expect you to have anything that looked crazy anyways.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know that they call themselves doxing my son's website.
Oh no.
And that's fine. And that's fine. It only verified what they meant for harm and evil, God made it for good. Because his website is the traffic on that website is crazy now. And people are literally asking for legal services.
Good.
They're literally asking for legal services, and we're having to recommend lawyers in other places because lawyers are very connected to other lawyers. They go to legal conferences together. They vacation together. So it is a good thing to ask another lawyer to refer you to a good lawyer in your area. But the website has really been jumping off. Almost all the people have been asking for real legal help. So what these evil people intended for harm has been good. Also, they got verification. They were trying to prove I wasn't a doctor, trying to prove my son wasn't a lawyer, and all this nonsense. And they got proved wrong.
Yep, because I don't hear them talking too much about it. I said they found this lady stuff and ain't nobody talking about it. They ain't gonna talk about it when they run into the truth. When they run into it ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They only talk about it when it's something bad, when they done found out, they done burst the bubble or something. But I was wondering, I said, why ain't I hearing no noise about it? That's why.
That's why, because their lies became the truth. I always told them it was true, but they wanted. But when you got people that hate you and want other people to hate you, they try to find a group of people to come together against you. I knew that what was true was true. That's why Heartbreaker, when they would come with that nonsense, Dr. Dutchess, you'll put your credentials up here to prove that you're a doctor. I hope the hell I do. I hope the hell I do.
It ain't gonna make a difference, I promise you. I've seen it.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway, because they still would have said it was a lie.
Because let me tell you what I told Roro this morning.
They needed to believe that.
Because let me tell you what I told Roro this
morning. Go ahead, sweetheart.
This morning I told Roro when she came in my live, and I told her good morning. I told her, you need to stop explaining yourself, because no matter how much you explain, if somebody set out to just dislike you, that's what it's going to be regardless. You can show them your credentials all you want. It ain't going to change a damn thing. Ain't going to stop them from talking. They going to deny them, even with it in their face. They going to say you made it up or something. They still going to deny. So Just don't waste your time.
Are they going to pivot? Are they going to pivot to find something else? So yesterday, I became every man's lover on TikTok.
I saw that.
Suddenly, I'm sleeping with all these. Suddenly, I'm sleeping with, and the thing is, I'm sleeping with the most ratchet ones. Y'all give me some credit now. Damn. Just nonsense. And that's when it really hit me. It was yesterday that I found myself sitting behind the desk. I was doing paperwork. And I just stopped. You know how your mind will wander off when you're doing paperwork? Mm-hmm. I was doing paperwork, Heartbreaker. And suddenly it got funny to me. And I thought, well, why do you feel like laughing? And I said, these people really are insane. My Lord, they really are insane. This is just insanity.
Because I know
you got
Omar was saying
a man jumping up on the app talking about he's my lover. Are you kidding me?
boy, a funny ass. I can't stand him. And they was up there laughing with him when he was up there lying, but when he started calling them boys and YT incels and stuff, it wasn't so funny after all then. But then it was, I think they said the boss man, and then Omar went live. I think Omar wants you himself, because he will not leave you alone. Now Corey just missed it, but Omar, he is obsessed with you.
And the thing about him, I've never done nothing to him.
That's why I said I think he like you.
His mother, I talked about his child. He's a liar. I was the first one to buy gifts for the baby when his little baby was born.
Aww.
He's just lying. And there's nothing I can do about his fixation on me.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can do about these young men on this app. They're being dealt with. We don't care what you say.
I can't wait to see put you on a list too. And that's why you in the inbox of being a book.
We have to take seriously.
I'm getting your ass.
Otherwise, I don't care what they say. Morgan knew when he got up there he was lying. Now, someone did message me last night and said that he got on Manny's live and admitted that he was lying. I don't.
Yeah, but listen, let me tell you something. When he do that, they don't care, because they want something so bad or you so bad that we don't care if you lying. We're gonna stick with it. We're gonna keep going with it. That's how it. That's
we
how it
as in you. Did you tell Dr. Dutchess you had
all your
cleared
up? Nope, we don't care. Because Omar, they said something about
Lord.
strong jaws or something. He had insinuated something about jaws. Now, it was a lot of women that came up there and said, like Drop Queen, and a couple of them came up there and said, don't you say nothing like that about no black woman, etc. But
Dr.
it's
Dutchess,
Omar
you
to comment, what about
too.
the jaws? What about the jaws? Anybody got any pictures of it? That's why I said, I believe he got a little freaky obsession.
And then there's John, you over here letting her lie me and Brent. I don't like that.
I will say that right now. He's very obsessed with me.
He is.
And I haven't done, and I'll say it for the record, I haven't done anything to this boy but sent gifts for his baby. And I can prove it. I got the email even where he sent me a thank you note in the inbox and said, thank you, Dr. Dutchess. I appreciate what you did. And that's why this makes no sense. But him and Corey has been on this campaign against me since me and Diamond had a break. Ever since. But we're going to deal with that. We're dealing with that. I promise you. I went in the Manny's live yesterday. I put in the comments. I said, we are watching. We are watching. I got supermos who got direct numbers to my investigators. And anytime they see something bad about me coming from them, they screenshot it and they send it straight to the investigators. They send it straight to them. I don't have to even intervene. Okay? Because they've been told to stop. And at this point, it doesn't even matter if they stop because the damage been done. They've done
the truth is,
and it's so one-sided now. It's so one-sided now because you ain't giving them nothing. It's so one-sided now or whatever. Like this morning, I seen in the live that he say, "Oh, Dr. Dutchess live. I listened to your live. I said, I'm glad she talk about something good and not y'all messing behind. Y'all not finna, because you know what they doing? They making dollars off this story, off of your stuff. Yeah, they're making money off of it.
Bitch, you the one
constantly recapping it, constantly talking.
I see them. You are absolutely right.
My Lord, y'all,
you won't believe how many requests I'm getting to come to people's lives. And they want me, even when I was working yesterday, folks were sending me from Manny's live. You need to come over here and defend yourself. You need to come over here. I'm not coming and defending a damn.
And they don't want you to come defend yourself. They want you to come add something else to it for their own personal entertainment. He's sitting there picking out that clown wig yesterday. collecting money for people dropping and coming up, dropping and coming up. And everybody go, we concerned about it. Ain't nobody concerned.
And Dr. Dutchess is a fool thinking
when
that
they
you like
dropped
her.
Kimmy, I told Kimmy, I said, I'm not paying for you to get back up there, and you're not paying to get back up there.
Because that's the whole game.
Leave Black alone. I said, this is how they make their money. I said, they don't care about me. They don't care about you, and they don't care about the truth. I said, I'm not paying for you to get back up there.
On this so I can go
I said, he just made $60 off that boy dropping you. Let him have that $60. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to add to the bank.
Because that's the whole game. The dropping game.
I'm not paying you to back up there.
The dropping game is the game.
It's the game.
The
game.
Yep.
Or want to entice me, think that I don't know it. Think if they talk about me, that I'm going to come in and throw a line or two to shut people up. I know I'm not. No, I'm not.
Y'all need to be grabbing something off that motherfucking list, girl. I got to go. I can't get across that bridge no time later. Get across that bridge. Hurry up, y'all. I can't hear you, Shemaya. I'm just moving.
No, you better ask Dr. Dutchess. That's what you better do.
And keep them from talking. And none of that.
Ask Dr. Dutchess. We're not buying shit.
We're going to keep recording. That is why I went live to say to those people, that is my real picture that Corey